Hey, Roslynn, back at you one more again. Everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support that y'all been constantly giving me as I send back out to you. It's truly a blessing. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are empowering or insightful, or just give you good vibes that you would really love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share them. While you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's always appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music you're hearing in the background is from Spirit Tribe Awakening, and the name of the music is called Stress Relief Healing Music 24/7, positive energy music, detox your mind, and miracle healing tone. And I will post their link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101, Uncomfortable Tug of War of the Old Illusions of Chaos to a Maze of the New Evolution. It is so true. All these different transitions that we're going through, transmutations. Hold on, y'all. I've been having hot flashes all day today. Had to get me a little drink real quick. Going through all these different changes that we're going through. It can take you to your highs. It can take you to your lows. It'll allow you to see the bigger picture of everything, or, give you a deeper insight about your life, your path that you're going towards, the things that you never expected yourself to be doing. And it is just like, it's all about how you choose to move forward, all how you choose to look at the situations that you're in. Where a lot of us are going through really hectic times right now. There's a lot of times that there's heaviness taking place, but then there's blessings in between the heaviness that's taking place. And we always have to be grateful for those, even when it just feels like life is just turning on us. And these are the things when we're allowing ourselves to show the attitude of gratitude. Even the universe knows. It's like when you're going through these things, I used to have that mindset, like, how am I going to be grateful when I'm stressed the heck out? I'm in toxic vibrations. I'm trying to get rid of mine. And as soon as I get rid of one thing, something else comes up. And these are the things that universe is pushing us towards. The more you're moving into different things, it's moving you forward to where you're aligning to where you want to be. It's just the fact is your manifestations that you have been working hard for, you're just feeling like it's just going to open the door for different things, and it is. But while it's opening doors, it's moving you towards different patterns, different lifestyles, different ways of having a spiritual outlook, of transitioning to something that you never imagined. Like, we're all moving into evolution, and this is something that has been talked about in many, many years. Our deities, the masses, the ancestors and all them, Mayans, whatever, have been putting this stuff together, but we had to go through very extreme changes of challenges on every level to be able to create something that has been talked about, but it's not actually been creating. It was creating through these tests of time. That's why it just feels like, I notice like when there's like something very massive that takes place in the world, there's a lot of line of tragedies that comes right on after that. It just seems like, God rest his soul and their souls, Kobe and Gianna's, plus all those other passengers that passed away, their anniversary is getting ready to come up. And then the next thing you know, COVID came right after that. It just seemed like when, if anybody know Aaliyah Halton, she passed away, around a certain time, and next thing 9/11 took place. It just seems like one tragedy happens that shakes the world in a traumatic way, and then it leaves a line of all this other craziness that's going on in the world, which is unfolding a lot of things. Even though when we're seeing it within ourselves, it's like tragedies you can't stop. It just seems like when you look at these different times of history that really has impacted us in a very sad way, these different explosions that's going on in different parts of the world, these earthquakes, these fires, all these different things. And it just seems like when stuff like this happens, when you see the aftermath of what is created after that tragedy, and it's just sad when we can go back and you can't believe it was just like 9/11 was just like 19 years ago, or actually 20 years ago. It's kind of weird, 20 years ago. It don't feel like that. Made me feel old, and you look at these things that taking place, and it hit home for me because I had a relative that, I was on the phone with when they're happening. They were going into that building. So that was a lot. Thank God they weren't the ones that were trapped in there, but it was just like when things took place that really hit home, especially if anybody, and it's just like condolences to anybody who was affected by these different things that was taking place. We were all affected, even when these things, these things didn't even pertain to us, but it was just people in general. Our humanity was just getting, going through all these different things. So it's just like we're going through all these things that's marking history, whether it was something tragic, something beautiful, or something that just blew our freaking minds. It's something that is going to mark in history of some kind of cycle of change. And cycle of change is all about when your, universe sees it, is allowing these things to happen, but it's all about how you choose to see it. It's just anybody who passes away, anything tragic like that. It's very just messed up. But it's just like, when me and my friends used to always have these crazy intellectual talks, and it's like, you notice when things like this happens, it's sad something like this has to happen for people to band together and, bear arms, come into unity. And when you're seeing something like that, that's something that's so sad, you see all different walks of life, all different nationalities coming together to help people out, lift people up, comfort different people. It's just the same thing that happened, last year when Kobe had passed away. It impacted empaths worse than any daggone thing, whether or not you knew that man or not. It just felt like you were just like best friends with that man. It affected everybody like that. I did not do videos for like 2 days, but to get on a lighter note, it's just like a lot of these different things that are taking place in our life that is hitting us all type of ways. You're branching off into something very new, and you're growing from that. And it's a lot of things that you have achieved from the tragedies that are taking place. Even though you're going through this initial change in your life, there are certain things that's going to feel uncomfortable. Change is not always comfortable. Change is not always hee hee ha ha. I love going through changes. I give many props to anybody who loves changes that's taking place. Just like, okay, you give me something that's going to set me back 10 days forward. All right, go ahead, give it to me. I like that. And I'm just like, hold up, wait a minute. Do I need a drink for this, or do I need to lay down? It's like one of those type of situations. But then when you allow yourself to really look at all the things that you have been through, all the things you didn't know that you will recover from, all the things that you have healed from open wounds that has really just shook you, or things that you really felt like you couldn't live without, you have made peace within that, of letting something go, allowing it to be set free. All these different things are going on, and sometimes it feel like it don't take that one little thought or one energy you allowed yourself to get sucked into and allowed you to bring back the old part of you back, because this is something very foreign to you. This is something very new. But then in the back of your psyche, it's saying, why does this feel like a deja vu moment? Because there's a lot of different things that's taking place in our life where we're starting to see certain things. It feels like The Matrix. If anybody ever seen the movie The Matrix, and I love the Matrix movies, where you see Neo walking next to, he see a cat and he'll glitch. And then he'll go back and see a cat and he'll glitch. He was like, huh? Oh, what you mean? What's a huh? He was like, well, I thought I just seen that cat and it glitched like that. Like, oh, hold up, gotta go. And it messed up, and you end up seeing the man in the suits. So it's just like when we're going through these different things, it's already been written what's going to take place. There are certain things that we know, there's tasks that had to be taken into these situations where they feel yet foreign, but yet so familiar. So into these things that are taking place, it's making you powerful. It's transforming you into something where you are not going to be able to be penetrated, broken, or any kind of, it's not going to be, it's going to be indestructible. So it's just like all these different things are taking place where it may feel like you're in a tug of war with the old you, where there was certain wounds that was there that, you're still working on that daily basis. As soon as I said 10 10 on my thing. You're going through these different things in your life, and you can really just sit back and you're like, dang, I remember 5 years ago, I was in a situation, I was at a job I couldn't stand, and I thought I wasn't going to never find nothing better. Now you working at this job where you're really allowing yourself to enjoy what you're doing. It don't even feel like a job. It feels like a lifestyle. I was like 5 6 7 years ago, I never thought I would be doing videos on talking about spirituality and these visions that I get. It's weird. Especially like people Roslynn, you right on point. And you get, as soon as you post a post or you put up a video, it was something I needed to hear that day. And it's not a boost of the ego, but that allows you to know your purpose is for something valued. This is going to be not just impacting your life and affecting somebody in a beautiful way, just not affecting you, but it's going to travel to many, because there's so many of us can relate to that change of transition from something that is so tragic, so traumatic, or depressing or sad or angry, to something beautiful that gives you a mark that where you can put that flag down and you hit that mark, but then you actually surpassed the part that you thought you were going to be in. And then it gives you that beautiful feeling like when you're running a race and you finally hit that mark and you bust through that tape. Then all the happiness is there, then the sadness comes, but it's like one of those achievements of, I can't believe I made it this far. It reminds me of the times when all my daughters graduated from high school. I never graduated, but it was just to see my kids do that. That was something that marked me, let me know I did something right. Even though I was jacked up, I did something right. I said none of my kids had babies around the time I did. I had my first one at 16, just like my mom had me. And my dad was 18 when he had me, just like I did with my daughter. But then it was a blessing that I got all my kids through school. They were safe, they were okay. I just got my first grandbaby 3 years ago, and I'm okay with that, because my daughter, she hit past that 16 mark. And hey, she graduated high school. All of them are in college. So it's just like, it's a beautiful feeling to me. Even though I felt like I exposed my kids to all this and this and that, my tragedy is really just wrecked our whole family apart. And it's just like, I felt like I had nothing to show for that. And it's just like everything that I'm doing right now, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it myself, transparent. I ain't got to lie and hide anything. When I'm not feeling good today, I just say, I don't feel like being bothered. Or if I'm in one of those pissed off moods, I want to keep to myself. I go straight in hermit mode, because I'm not trying to allow that to be meshing with somebody else's stuff. If I shut down everything, even when people need to talk to me, I try to tell them, hey, I'm going through this mode right now. And I know, unless it's extreme emergency, extreme emergency. If it's something, I know I have to be able to answer, I go ahead and put that aside and do that real quick and go right back into my healing mode, and then go ahead and do that. But then it allows me to back up and see, just because of the things you have gone through, look how it's impacted somebody else, to be able to see that they're not the only one struggling through that. If you can get through something and you're allowing yourself to work on that every day, you're working on your being a better person than you were 5 minutes ago, 2 seconds ago. It's like, you see how, there's somebody who called me and it really pissed me off. I'm gonna work on that, because it's just the fact is I'm putting too much airplay into a situation is irrelevant. When you're allowing yourself to call yourself on your own stuff, and just saying, you know what, this is something I need to heal from. This is something that no longer needs my attention. That person don't need no longer my attention. Stop allowing myself to feed that daggone negative, booger bear, just something like that. But allow myself to create what all those hardship taught me. How many storms that I have became my own storm in, when I felt like I was drowning. I end up, surpassing all these different things. This is making me nothing can be able to touch me. And it's not like you feel like you the baddest thing on the block. Well, you the baddest thing on your block. But I'm just saying, you are the baddest thing walking because you have gone through so many trials and tribulations, and yet you're still here. A lot of times we go through stuff and it feels like our heart breaks 1,000 times, and you just don't even want to wake up just to feel that same pain that you have been really dealing with for the last couple of months, next couple of days, or even few years, because you feel like, I can't deal with this no more. Soon as I make peace with one more thing, you don't add two more. And then you're not realizing, look at all the strength that you had that you didn't feel like you can conquer this one. And then that one, and look how many you done conquered, about 20 things. And you may be moving forward with something else, but everything that you have gone through had an initial purpose to help you grow, to help you have a deeper understanding about yourself, your wants, your needs. You may have gone through a toxic relationship, but that toxic relationship that you have proudly made it to, because there's so many different people that are stuck in, DV experiences that are not here anymore. I've watched and read so many different crime shows that has stuff to do with that. And I have to allow myself to know, even though I'm in a situation that feel like I can't get away from, I'm luckier than lucky, because that person is dead. That person, it could have been something to do with somebody's kids, because somebody was getting a custody battle. Now that child done lost the father, and then the other child, the parent is locked up, or, the vice versa, and all that stuff. But you had to grow through these wounds. You allowed you to take your power back, that nothing can move me unless I allow it to move me. If I'm not welcoming that type of vibration in, this can no longer affect me. Yeah, you may be on a situation like that, but it allowed yourself to love yourself. It allowed you to set up standards, allowing yourself to know, are you going to reciprocate it? Is the love being reciprocated here? Are you going to respect my needs? Are you going to respect my wants? Just respect me. Do I have to worry about when as soon as you leave me, you are getting attention to somebody else? Or are you with somebody who is really, truly wanting to see you grow? They're growing with you. They're showing you that support. They're your cheerleader when you feel doubts. They're that comforter when you felt like you were lost. They're your therapist when you got issues that make you go crazy. And then when you get through stuff like that and you finally love yourself and all flaws and all, and you are committed to that growth on each and every day, you come to find out there's a love in your life. You can find that love out there until you started loving yourself. That's where true happiness is. Until you can love yourself, you can't find somebody to give you love from somebody else, because you're getting that from an outside source. So all these different things has played you on an old to the new, to the new to the old. But this is what takes place in transition. This is what takes place in growth. This is what takes place in broadening your reality on how you choose to move forward, what you choose to focus on, what you choose to appreciate, if it impacted you in a negative way or in a positive way. But it taught you something that you needed to know about yourself, how you needed to read people. How did you need to read yourself when something affects you that shouldn't even be affecting you? Allowing yourself to break free of the constraints and restraints about how certain people treat you or how they want to do that. Because you have to think about that. How they treat you is how they treat themselves. How they do something to you is their karma. How you react to it becomes yours. All these different things we're learning and growing from. And then when you're allowing yourself to accept that, and you allow yourself to know, I'm going to love myself. I'm going to keep growing. I don't care about what that person thinks of me. What they think of me is not my business, but how I see myself, how I choose to move forward. Are you going to be with me or against it? It doesn't matter, because I'm still moving forward. And these are the things that you're teaching yourself. And when you're teaching yourself that, there's too much fear out here, because there's a lot of people that want to ante up with social things. You feel like if you're a social influencer, you got to be doing this, and this and that. But if you're allowing yourself to do your own thing, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do my thing, but I want to be different from everybody else. And it's not like you're trying to prove yourself being better and better than anybody, but there may be too many people doing the same thing in the same way, and you want to move on your own accord. You move to the beat of your own drum. You're paving the path to leave a legacy for you and yours. And then, you've been picked out about that. So they picked the right person for the evolutionary, movement of what is going on and taking place in the world. And they knew who they were picking. They had, confidence in us on the ones that they were picking to move things, to change things, to manifest things that really, truly need to be, embraced into the world. So allow yourself to move forward within the new. Leave the old behind. So I hope you are able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. I want to give a post notification shout out to Loreen, and Kanisha Colin, as well as Mimi B and Lisa Johnson. Much love to you as well. And I will see y'all on my next video. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Drop a line. I would love a chance to hear from you. Remember, I leave all my contact information in the description box below. And know that you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to manifest into your life comes so much bigger than you ever imagined. It comes sooner than you expect to receive it. See you on my next video. Much love. Peace.